Hello!
How?
And apa khabar, everybody?
And it's that time of the week again where we sit down and tell you the best gaming news of the week.
Yes.
And as usual, my name is Kelvin Tay, your video game best friend.
Yes.
And
I'm
he's Afiq Kamaruddin, the yes man, and also your video game
The
best
yes
friend.
man, I hate that, dude. Damn, but it's true.
Yeah.
I say I have such a hard time saying no.
I mean, you started off the episode with yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, but all jokes aside, like I'm such a chronic yes man, man.
That's terrible for you, man.
Yeah, I need to change that.
Yeah.
I need to change that.
You can
Anyways,
say see first.
yeah.
See
See first,
man.
see how.
See first, see how.
See first, see how.
Yeah. And then you anyhow.
Yeah. But anyhow, I'm Afiq K, your other video game best friend, and this is Epic Arcade.
On this episode itself, we will be talking about the Sony State of Play that happened last week that we haven't had time to cover.
Yep.
We will be talking about Summer Game Fest and what people can expect. We can talk about Microsoft's latest rumor or a murmur of a handheld device that they might be coming out this next week, actually.
Oh shit, nice.
And something about
I'll be out.
about Valve's latest game that is the biggest open secret out there for all gamers out there. Right? So if we sound a bit weird to you this week, it's because I have a mad sinus.
Yeah, me too.
And it's been a very
When did it start? Today, this
sniffly
morning?
Morning. What's that?
Your sinus?
Yeah, this morning when I woke up. Maybe it's the cat, maybe it's not, I don't know.
It could be. It could be. I think mine is the cat is messing with my nose. You know?
It's terrible. But yeah, after the break, we'll come back with more news. Starting off the week with what we missed last week was Sony State of Play. It was announced a whole bunch of games was released. You know, we have God of War Ragnarok is actually coming out on PC in September.
Finally, man.
There's a brand new Dynasty Warrior games that was announced. It's called Dynasty Warrior Origins. It's coming out with a new open world RPG called Infinity Nikis. Okay?
Infinity what?
Nikki. Nikki. Nikki.
Interesting.
All right. It looks like this, I think. It looks like this.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
Okay. And also, Aliens Rogue Incursion. It's out this holiday. This is a game that I saw Jeff played and it was bloody amazing.
I think I saw it too.
It's a game that we will probably never play.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just put it this way. Marvel Rivals
Yes.
is also another one out that I'm looking forward to. But all of this...
Overwatch with Marvel, bro.
Yeah, right? But all of this is being triumphed by the big news that was released called Concord. Concord is Sony's latest game that was announced. It's a hero shooter. Think of Team Fortress, think of Overwatch, think of Marvel Rivals, for example.
So
right?
it's a Marvel's Rivals.
Yeah, yeah, right. What you just said, right?
Yeah.
Concord is a 5v5 multiplayer shooter that is coming out in end of the year. All right. The highlight here is that the trailer that was released, it was super high production, it was super animated, and I'm assuming you have never watched it yet.
Of course.
Right? So let's do it. Right. Now, mind you, it's a 4.5-minute trailer.
Let's do it.
First-person shooter set in the vibrant sci-fi universe of the Concord galaxy. In Concord, from the moment you log on, you are part of the crew of the North Star, a group of guns for hire known in our galaxy as free gunners. Free gunners are those lucky enough to be free to roam the stars. They take high-stake jobs on worlds across wild space, where they face other fiercely competitive free gunner crews. Here's the very first look at the gameplay of Concord.
Free gunning. It's hard work, but it's our work, and we don't take it for granted. Being a free gunner means, well, you're free.
Right on target. Yeah, you better run.
Free gunners have a shot at making something of themselves, a chance to be someone.
All right.
Need a second to fix myself up.
Why not?
And in the wilds, it's anyone's game. You won't survive on your own.
Target blinded.
Finally, to battle.
heroes every day to do the job.
I'll clear the way. Time to show them the big guns. That's me.
This crew will go anywhere. Take any job. Face any enemy.
So that's basically Concord.
Wow.
All right. Straight off the bat, it reminds me immediately of Guardians of the Galaxy meets
Yes.
Overwatch. Okay.
Yes.
Like every hero shooters out there, those 5v5
Like
shooters.
Overwatch.
Like Overwatch, right? The game will first start out with 5 heroes, and eventually they have already planned out 16 heroes in the line. So I'm
And then,
assuming it's like 5,
like different
16,
classes.
yeah.
You got tanks
Right.
and the
Your tanks,
the
your support,
offense
your
and all that.
healers, your offense,
Yeah.
right? Your DPS, for
Yeah,
example. So this game itself has been in a bit of controversial hot water right now, mainly because people are saying that it's a copycat of a copycat of a copycat.
Yes.
The gameplay looks like any other hero shooters out there. The map looks about the same as well.
Yeah.
But I, for one, am actually quite excited for it because after Overwatch, I was a huge fan of Overwatch, just FYI. And for the longest time, there hasn't been a game that could kind of replace what Overwatch was
Right.
in the beginning, right? And Concord looks promising, right? From the heroes,
What do
from the
you-
designs.
What do you like? If you had to be specific about what you liked based on the gameplay trailer, what would that be?
The gunplay.
The gunplay.
The gunplay,
Right.
right? I mean, whenever it comes to like any kind of shooters in general, the gunplay is a very, very big part of it because
course.
it's gunplay to me equals immersion.
Of course.
Gunplay, sound design equals immersion. I mean, when it comes to shooters like this, you are already expecting what you are expected
Yeah.
to enjoy, right?
I mean, we have had a lot of shooters
Right.
over the years.
Yeah.
We had Apex, I mean hero shooters specifically, but Apex, but Overwatch. Like for Apex, for me, like the difference between Apex and many other hero shooters is the movement tech, right? Like Apex had movement tech. This one is more. This one more closely resembles Overwatch, which means that movement tech isn't really a thing to focus on.
Yeah.
It's more like team composition. Like everybody has the right class, and like, it's one of those. It's one of those games where if everyone's a tank, then you lose out
Yeah.
on a certain
Yeah,
advantage.
definitely.
That type of shit.
Definitely.
This type of stuff. So it's kind of like Overwatch.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I'm just so I saw that there were some abilities, but I don't know if I saw a bit, but I did see one where they threw a smoke, and then you had like bloodhound level vision.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
like,
I guess there are like abilities and ultis and all that, right? Obviously because it's a hero shooter. But interesting. I don't know if I'm super excited for it though, because
your sport with choice.
no, it's not so much that. It's just that I feel like it's a genre that expires very quickly.
Definitely. To me personally, I feel like it expires with the level or amount of people that are playing it.
Yeah.
Because it's either you get the very super toxic crowd,
Yes.
or you get like Handheld where everyone support one another.
Yes.
But looking at shooter games, for example, number one is definitely going to be very, very toxic.
Yeah.
Right. Number two, this game is promising right now, but I personally haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
Everything that we have seen is just through trailers and
Yeah.
also the gameplay trailer itself.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Don't know how I feel about it, but definitely something that fits the bill of what I would enjoy.
Right.
Right.
If I would be convinced to try it if I get to see, a streamer play it, and I actually get to see like what happens in an actual game.
Fair enough.
Then I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's
Yeah.
give it a try. And this was the same for X Defiant, right? Like I haven't tried
Right.
it yet. I downloaded it. But the reason why is because I saw so many like streamers were playing it, and then it had great sound design. And it was like OG COD.
Yep.
Like everything that COD became, everything COD was before it became what it is now today. Yeah.
And the other one is Marvel Rivals. I'm assuming you have already seen.
I have
gameplays
seen Marvel
for
Rivals.
it, right? It's basically Overwatch in the scheme of in the skin of
Marvel.
Marvel
Yeah.
heroes. You get Hela, you get Scarlet Witch,
Yeah.
you get Hulk, you get the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. Fuck, I can't remember his name.
Star
Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
Right? Star-Lord, Iron Man, Storm, etc. Like
Yeah.
all the classic Marvel heroes that you know of are here. Gameplay looks kind of fun. Gameplay looks
It
almost
looks
the
exactly
same.
like Overwatch.
It's
It's exactly like
it's a
Overwatch.
hero. It's a hero shooter itself.
You
so
see
you
the
can't really
crosshair,
run
you
away.
see the hit markers. It's exactly Overwatch.
Right
But in Marvel skin.
in Marvel skin. So it's also a game that I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
And-
I would try it.
So moving on to the next news, we have Summer Game Fest, and I think Summer Game Fest this year will feature a lot prominent
Yep.
video game developers, right? We have 2K Games here, we got Amazon Games, we got Ubisoft, we got Xbox, we got Sega, we got Steam, we got Discord, we got Riot Games as game,
Yeah,
and the
it's
list,
everyone.
and the list
There's even
goes
Meta.
on and on. Oh yeah, there's even Meta there, right?
Yeah.
So there are a lot of developers out there, but that's the thing. We don't know what will be announced because we're assuming that they have an
Embargo.
embargo and they want people to hold on to
Of
the
course.
day of the event or like the last second of the event
Of course.
to slowly break down everything that will be going on.
Yeah. But I guess like an hour into it, the list will probably come out.
I think an hour after,
Yeah.
then we'll start to get like live updates on like
Yeah.
X or like on other news portals. But this is what the event breakdown looks like, Fake. It starts off with Day of the Devolver Direct, Future of Play Direct, Wholesome Direct, Latin America Game Showcase, Woman-led Game Summer Game Fest, Future Game Show Summer Showcase, Xbox Showcase. It's funny because they call this the Xbox Games Showcase and COD Black Ops 6 Direct.
Yeah.
It's like a standalone event on itself, and then we
I guess that's to highlight like the Black Ops 6 being on Xbox Game
Perhaps.
Pass for the first time ever.
perhaps, right? And then it's followed with PC Game Showcase and Ubisoft Forward. These are all the big and prominent stages that will be
Yeah.
available. I will probably be watching it while I do my driving range tonight. But so far, all of these developers, what I'm most excited for, Fik,
Mm-hmm.
to be very honest with you, there's nothing. I don't look forward to events like this anymore. You
Yeah.
know why?
Why?
Because whenever they release games like this, right? Think of the Summer Game Fest last year.
Yeah.
The game we saw was Spider-Man, and then we saw a couple of shooter games as well that I can't remember the name of. It takes a lot of time for it to be teased, developed, and then
Yes.
released.
So they're giving you like a small little taste, and you gotta wait like 54 years.
Yeah, like GTA 6, right?
Yes, and when it releases, it's not on PC
Yeah.
yet.
But
Just sad.
there are a couple of games that we know that are announced already, such as Monster Hunter Wilds.
Yep.
2K plans
Yep.
to reveal the next iteration in one of 2K's biggest and most beloved franchise at Summer Game Fest on Friday,
Hold
June.
on. 2K plans to reveal the next iteration in one of 2K's biggest and most beloved franchise. Okay, so
2K Golf.
it's probably not FIFA, right? Because it's like it says 2K's biggest
Yeah,
and most
I-
beloved. So
I don't think it would be 2K football.
Yeah.
Because it's not a beloved franchise at this
of
point.
2K.
Yeah, of 2K
Yeah.
right now.
If
right?
they had said like a 2K iteration of a beloved and memorable franchise, then maybe. But they say
Yeah.
it's 2K's franchise that's memorable and
Yeah. So
Loved.
just running on the assumption is probably have nothing to do with football itself. lah.
or maybe it's not even sports. I don't know.
Yeah. But so far, the announcement again are just announcement. We have games such as First Descents, Dragon Ball, Sparkling Zero, something about Among Us, Delta Force Hawk Ops. What a weird name. Delta
Force Hawk Ops.
Hawk Ops.
Hawk Ops.
But yeah,
How do you
that
feel?
is-
How do you feel about all these games that are being like teased?
It's just that it's a tease. It's
Right.
nothing. Okay, I always look forward to this kind of events, right? Because number one, you always get some random Twitch drops from like your favorite franchise.
Oh
for
yeah, of
example,
course.
right?
Yeah.
Number two, it's like you always get like, wow, this new game is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
But what I don't like specifically, I don't like overly generated or overly animated game trailers.
Right.
Because they usually don't look exactly like what you...
Or like, you're
will
talking
look
about like the trailers that look too cinematic?
Yes, exactly that. Thank you very much. So I watch it to understand what games are coming out in the next decade or so, right? I say decade because, again, it's going to take like at least a minimum of 2 years.
I mean, Cyberpunk was released 12 years after its first trailer.
Right. So I am about it, but I am looking forward to the games that will be announced because
Right.
it just adds my to be played list on Steam, and it also adds my wish list. Do you know my Steam wish list right now?
Yes.
It's like
What is it, like 400 games?
my Steam wish list right now is 84 games.
Damn, bro.
Moving on to the next news, Fake. There are a couple of smaller gaming news before we actually move on to the next segment of what
Yep.
we have been playing.
Yep.
I just want to bring this up real quickly, right? Take-Two discusses decision not to announce Grand Theft Auto 6 for PC. I mean, that's exactly the same.
Wait, what does
thing
that mean?
They are not going to announce the release for PC anytime soon.
Okay, so
that's
they're
basically-
not saying they're not going to release it for PC at all, right?
Well, you will never actually know, right? Because
because
right
that would be
now-
fucked up, dude.
Okay, let's just say for example, if GTA 6 is really not announced for PC, like it's a fact, like it's just a hypothetical fact
Yeah.
that it will not come out for PC. Will you actually go out and buy like a PlayStation just to play GTA 6?
I want to say no,
Okay, but what's
but
the
I
but here?
also pay for Xbox Game Pass subscriptions without playing anything. I'm an impulse buyer.
Okay.
There will probably be a point where I'm like, fuck, I want to play GTA 6. And then I go and buy a PS5 just for one single game. But the biggest resistance for me is not having to buy the console.
Then
And this might surprise you. The biggest resistance for me is that I have been so used to playing GTA on mouse and key.
that is new to me because when I played GTA 5 during the pandemic, we were all on GTA, right?
Yeah.
Do you know I was actually playing with 3 peripherals, mouse, keyboard, and also my
Controller?
my controller.
Controller for flying.
Yeah,
For flying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I always love flying.
I go through two.
Okay.
When I'm outside of a vehicle, I use mouse and key because
Okay.
I aim better with mouse and key.
Okay.
But when I get into a car, I pick up my controller. So lore-wise,
Right.
I'm getting into a car.
Right.
So
Okay.
I
Okay. Yeah. That completely makes sense. No. Because when it comes to GTA or any like third-person games, for example, right, it's always easier to just maneuver a vehicle. May it be like a boat, a car, a bus,
with the controller.
a truck, a plane, a helicopter, a
Yeah.
jet,
Yeah, they have everything, bro.
a jetpack.
Just say all vehicles.
All vehicles.
This
right?
covers everything.
It-
They have
it-
everything.
It's a lot easier to maneuver it on a controller than
Yeah.
anything else.
Yes, but when you
can't
but
deny that.
gunplay, come on, man.
Yeah, dude. Like unless it's auto aim, then it's a different story.
But GTA does have really
Yeah.
good auto aim.
Yeah.
I mean, just like Red Dead Redemption, right?
It's a very fluid experience,
Yeah.
right? All you have to do is like L2 and then
Yeah,
L2,
because it's like
L2,
it snaps.
Yeah, right.
And then all you have to do is kind of move the joystick up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it
Yeah.
doesn't auto
Yeah,
aim
yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
head.
yeah,
it auto
yeah.
aims to the chest.
Yep.
So you just have to move it up a bit. But with like the whole GTA, like the whole Rockstar games, they made it so seamless that you already know every Rockstar game is the same amount of time you have to push it up. You know, this is a very small thing, but like when you aim, auto aim to the chest, just push up a little bit and press shoot.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
mean,
whole timing thing.
It's for the first part of the gameplay itself, it takes a bit to get used to.
Yes.
But once you understand how it works already,
Yes.
it's like instead of flick of the wrist, it's like flick of the thumb.
Yeah, but if you're not used to Rockstar controls at this point, you're probably living under a rock. I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised there are some people who had never played like GTA before, right? On like a controller, for example, right? You can't deny that because
but I have a feeling it's a very, very small percentage. But yeah, they do exist probably.
yeah.
They
But
do
again,
exist.
to each its own. Because I came to realize that during our COD time, never underestimate someone who actually plays on a controller because when they're good, they're really, really good.
Yeah, I mean, aim assist. Whoops.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. But speaking about aim assist, that has nothing to do with the next news, which is a new game called Deadlock. Right?
Interesting. Yeah.
I don't believe we actually had this conversation about Deadlock before, but
We
lo
haven't.
and behold, guess what? It's another hero shooter. Right? So
It's a year of hero shooters, dude.
for the longest time, Valve's biggest hero shooter, which is in my opinion, the OG hero shooter
Yeah.
called Team Fortress 2.
Yeah. TF.
Right? TF2 is
fuck?
something. The fuck 2, man.
The fuck
The
too,
fuck
man.
2. Yeah,
The
but
fuck.
Team Fortress. No, it's like the fuck. The fuck, right?
Yeah,
but
Team
Team
Fortress,
Fortress
man.
2 has been something that me and my brother Marcus have bonded over for the longest
I remember.
time.
Actually, I remember that.
Right,
You guys played TF.
I don't
for a while.
remember how many hours I actually have on Team Fortress 2,
Yeah.
but I want to know.
Yeah, let's go find out.
I want to know. I'm gonna open up Steam. I'm like, oh shit.
The other day, while you're looking for it, I was looking at how many hours I've played Destiny, and I thought it was more because
Okay.
it felt like it was more,
Yeah,
but it's only been 224 hours.
Oh. 200
24. Is that a lot?
only.
Is that a lot?
Only
I don't know.
in the span of what, a month?
3 weeks.
Can you take out your phone, right? You divide, right? 200 plus divide by 24 days. How many hours on average a day?
224 divide
Uh,
24.
Yeah, yeah.
It's about 9 hours a day. Okay, that's a lot.
Okay.
Oh, fuck me, bro.
just so you know.
I run a
okay?
business, you know.
Right? Just so you know. How many hours again?
224.
224.
Yeah.
Right? 224
Yeah.
in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
My Team Fortress 2 only has 335 hours, bro.
In how long?
I don't know, maybe a year?
Bro, I have a problem.
Yeah, maybe a year. So, yeah, I have
This
335.
explains why I'm broke.
And yes, you run a business. Not only that, Fig, you're a dad too. But yeah, so Deadlock is and has been a very open secret for the longest time because Valve has not made it official, right?
So they've like mentioned
They-
it in passing.
They did not mention it at all. It was a rumor mill that was churned out saying that, oh wow, there's this new game by Valve and it's called Deadlock. And until today, I think it's about 3 months now, Valve is still tight-lipped
Nah, it's
about
by
it,
design,
right?
bro. It's by design.
However, it was learned that in this week, 1st June, today is what?
7th.
7 June. About a week ago, Valve has actually trademarked the name Deadlock. The hero shooter, it still won't confirm exist. So
Interesting.
there are about 30 plus GB worth of files out there that has been leaked already, from early gameplay stages to the heroes and everything. It looks very, very janky. It's pre-alpha. So it basically looks like ass lah.
Yeah.
All right. But this has been the first original IP that Valve released since
A
Dota,
long time.
CS, Team Fortress. Yeah, a very, very, very
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
Right? People are looking forward to it. So the video that was leaked a couple of weeks ago went viral. The sci-fi setting of the game looks distinct from any of the Valve game settings so far. This isn't a new Half-Life spin-off. Hopefully with Summer Game Fest right around the corner, we'll find out more about it
So
soon.
so people are hoping they would confirm it at Summer Game Fest.
If they do lah.
Yeah.
If they do. Because their
Also,
names here. Valve is somewhere. Yes, Steam. Yeah, Steam.
Yeah,
Steam. Is
Steam
somewhere
Valve.
here. Yeah, Steam Valve. So yeah, this is the up and coming game that this one I'm looking forward to, because whenever Valve comes out with a game,
Yeah.
right, it's always amazing. I'm
Yes.
talking about Left 4 Dead. I'm talking
Yes.
about CS.
Valve has a good track record.
Right, they have. I was actually trying to fish you to that. Valve have a very good track record for making original IP games that are actually fun. However, their after-sales service and customer support is poo-poo, because after a decade, Team Fortress 2 right now is running in the red with mostly negative reviews in almost a decade. Fig.
They've had negative reviews in 10 years
Yeah. So,
consistently.
so just looking at Team Fortress 2 itself, right?
Hey, final shit.
Team Fortress 2.
What a beautiful poster, man.
Hey, thanks, man. Team Fortress 2
Overwhelmingly negative.
today, Friday, 7th of June at 12:04 p.m.
Yeah.
Team Fortress 2 is currently at overwhelmingly negative reviews with 37,688 recent reviews, scoring it 15%. Like 15% of the recent players have gave it a overwhelmingly negative.
So what are people complaining about?
Bots.
Bots in game.
Bots in game that are ruining the entire gameplay for people. So we're talking about aim bots, we're talking about wall hack bots, but the most prominent one right now is idle bots. People who just log in and do nothing.
And then gain XP or something.
Yes. Right? Or they just gain whatever items they get.
Or rewards, So they're just fishing for rewards.
Yeah. I don't know what idle bot does specifically, but that is one of the biggest issue for the past month. So far, the community of Team Fortress 2 has already signed more than 144,000 signatures telling Valve to do something about the bots. That is also why it has reflected for a overwhelmingly negative review.
They're going the
on
Helldiver
Steam.
community route.
Right. What Valve would do, we don't know. Right, because they have been silent for the entire time. This issue has been going on for more than, I don't quote me on this, but I want to say more than a year now. They still have nothing to do with it.
Well,
So
they're probably busy developing Deadlock.
I call BS, man. I really call BS on this, right? So we have games like Portal, we have games like Team Fortress 2, we have games like Left 4 Dead, all amazing games,
Yeah.
right? But when it comes to competitive games like Team Fortress 2 itself, 5v5 hero shooters with a long time community support, and they do nothing about it. So people don't know how to feel about Deadlock.
Right. So they're worried that Deadlock is gonna go down the same route.
Yeah, right. My assumption is because Team Fortress 2 is not making Valve or / Steam the revenue compared to like Dota or CS.
Right.
They're like whatever lah. Right. This is like a gateway game for
And
Valve
that's
players.
tough though, right? Because like if it was a different developer, right? They would have different IPs.
i.e. Helldivers.
Yeah, they would have like different IPs, right? And then you would have one that's making a little bit more money than the other, so the focus goes to the one that's making more money.
Yeah.
But in the case of Valve, the difference in how much money one IP makes and another IP makes is so tremendously huge. Because you're looking at Team Fortress, and then you're looking at Dota, and then you're looking at Counter-Strike. And Dota and Counter-Strike are like, I mean, if you say Dota to anyone, they know what it is. You say CS to anyone, they know what it is.
Yeah.
It's difficult, and maybe this is a personal opinion, right? It's difficult if I was Valve to not put all my focus on the ones that's making money, because the amount of money that Dota makes is just incredibly ridiculous.
How I'm seeing it right now from a business point of view is the Eisenhower matrix.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You have the high paying and the important one, and then
Correct.
you have the low paying and not so urgent
Correct.
things to do, right?
Correct.
And in business school we are taught that, if it's not paying you and it's not worth the effort, you pass
Don't
it on to
focus
someone
there.
else,
Correct.
or you don't focus on it, right?
The $1 task.
Yeah, and if it's the $1,000 task and you know you will make a lot of
Yeah.
money to it, all the support and all your focus as a business
Correct.
owner should go there. That's
Correct.
exactly how I see it
Yeah.
in this point of view.
Yeah.
So going back to the topic at hand, right? It's like, okay, fine. Deadlock is a brand new 5v5 shooter. People are on mixed ends about it. They don't know to be excited about it, or they don't know what is the outcome if they will release another game and not give support to it.
I would think that the community for Team Fortress probably resents Counter-Strike and Dota. Maybe they're like, oh fuck, these
It's a fun game.
These people are
a
like,
very, very fun
they're
game.
they're just focusing on, like, I love Team Fortress, but you guys are just focusing on Dota and CS and all that.
I mean, it has different camp in the community, right?
Yeah.
Because when it comes to Dota, it's a mobile game with its internationally.
Wait, did you say mobile?
MOBA?
MOBA. I thought you said
right?
mobile, bro.
It's a mobile game. Thanks, Vic. It's a MOBA game that is renowned internationally.
Yeah.
You got CS, which is a very competitive shooter.
So
Again,
competitive.
renowned internationally. But when it comes to TF2, it's like
It's a cult following.
it's like a cult following. It's
Yeah.
like the Club Penguin version of an
Yes.
FPS game. Right?
Yes.
People go in, it's casual, people just
Yeah.
have fun. That's why I feel like they don't really put a lot of focus and support
Yeah.
to it, right? But yeah, that is Deadlock. It's technically non-existent, but Valve
they
have
trademarked
already
the name.
trademarked the name already. And moving on to the last news we have, this is actually a two-parter news.
Yep.
Handheld games,
Yep.
right? Sorry, handheld consoles
Yes.
are actually I'm excited. Okay, news aside, I am excited to see more handheld. I would even call it consoles.
Yeah.
Handheld PCs
Yeah,
Right.
like Ally,
like ROG.
Ally,
Ally.
Steam Deck.
FYI, ROG Ally is just announced this week. There is a brand new ROG Ally X with a OLED screen.
I'm gonna go ask Faz if he wants that new one.
And then you can take
I can buy the
yeah,
whole
okay, yeah. Because I had the same idea
it.
in mind as well.
We'll see who asks first.
No, we can start the bidding. Starting with 10 ringgit. No, fast to do that. 10, 20, 25. All right, yeah. But ROG Ally X has been announced, and just this week itself, Xbox is rumored to announce their new Xbox handheld device.
Yeah.
It looks like remember Nokia when Nokia came out?
Yes, the gaming Nokia.
Yeah. Like no, not even the gaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the
The one that
Nokia.
goes landscape.
I can't remember, was it Nokia or Sony Ericsson that actually
It was
had
Nokia.
it, right?
I think.
Nokia N-Gage.
Yes.
Nokia N-Gage.
It
Yeah.
was N
Yeah.
N dash gauge.
It looks like a Game Boy Advance punya.
Bro, just look it up. man.
Nokia N-Gage. Yeah, there you go. I remember this bad boy. Yeah,
Bro, I always wanted it.
when I saw it, it reminded me of a Nokia N-Gage.
Yeah,
But now looking at the
because
comparison,
yeah, it's not lah.
I'm old lah. Let's just put it that way lah. But going back to what I mentioned when we announced this news, right, Vic? I am looking forward to more handheld computers.
Okay, so it's like this feature here is very Switch like, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
take it out and then
I mean,
it goes into the TV.
Do you know even the Steam Deck have like a dock, but you have to buy it separately?
Yeah, but I
Right.
mean, but you put the whole thing in a dock, right?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think the sides it's removable. I think
Yeah.
because you can see that.
So I am looking forward to more of the handheld.
Yeah.
Because personally, I want to be more on the go in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
And right now, when I'm out, I like this laptop you see here. I don't install games in here. There's no games in
I
here.
mean, first of all, it's an
Right.
Apple.
Yeah, fine. It's
If
an
you install
Apple.
games in here, I'm done hosting the show with you.
I can play Marvel Snap.
Yeah,
here,
whatever, bro.
Right. But this is strictly for work. It's
Yeah,
for
yeah.
documents. It's for editing. It's for
Yeah.
design. The only thing I can consider a handheld is my phone.
Right.
And I do have a couple of games here that I
Dice and
play,
Slice?
You know, Slice and Dice is
Slice
one.
and dice.
Kingdom Rush, Marvel Snap, and Nikkei.
You remember Fruit Ninja?
I love Fruit Ninja.
Yeah, me too.
No. Remember Fruit Ninja when it first came out?
Yeah.
Like first
yeah,
ever
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
Bro, everyone was like, bro, that
Yeah.
game's so cool.
It's like
that game's so
Angry
cool."
Birds when it first came out.
Yeah, and then now people talk about Fruit Ninja. What the fuck is that?
Bro, Subway Surfer?
Oh my god, yeah, that's good. Oh no, Temple Rush, remember?
Temple
Remember Temple Rush?
Rush! That was
shit
OG.
that shit was good, man.
Anyways, I'm staying away from handheld devices.
Oh, why?
I feel like I'm at a point in my life where it's unhealthy for me to have a handheld gaming device.
Okay.
Because as it stands, I only game on my desktop PC. And even then, I have 9 hours a day on average on Destiny 2. That's a problem, bro. If I have a handheld, the next time I lift my head up from the handheld, my
Right.
daughter is 5.
How? It's like Sophie, and then she looks up at you. Kau siapa? Who you?
Mama, who's that?
Who's that stranger? But For me, it's more of a reverse.
I
because-
forget language.
A, B. But for me, it's more of a reverse because I feel if I have a handheld device,
Right?
I'll go out more, man.
Yeah, because you can
Yeah.
bring stuff with you.
Yeah,
You can bring your
because
games with you.
When I'm at home, it's not like I game a lot nowadays,
Yeah.
right? I'm
Yeah.
on Discord, but
Yeah.
but most of the time I'm either watching a show or just like my eyes is on Premiere Pro or like Canva,
Yeah.
for example. But if I have a handheld device, it gives me an excuse to go out. Because when I had my Switch, I miss my Switch right now and I regret selling it. There are so many amazing indie games that are out there right now
Mm-hmm.
that I can pause and I can socialize and vice versa.
Right. So you're
Right.
saying if you still had your Switch right now, you could go out and play Hades too?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Like,
But you sold it, unfortunately.
but I sold it unfortunately lah. Mainly because I'm still hoping and praying that the Steam Deck will
Remove
be
your
officially-
region lock.
Yeah, right. that the Steam Deck will officially be released in Malaysia or other regions of Asia, for example. Right?
Maybe in
sad.
5 years.
It's sad, but yeah,
Maybe in 5
that's
years.
that's the handheld thing.
Yeah.
And that's all the news we have for you guys. But I want to move on to the next segment here, which is games that we've been playing.
Well, there really is no surprise on my end, right?
Yeah, Destiny 2. It's
Yeah.
like your destiny to play Destiny 2.
I'm destined.
Bro, 9 hours a day. I mean, if you
I mean,
break
on
it up-
average,
yeah,
lah. It's not
on
actually
average,
like,
lah, yeah.
guys, chill.
Yeah, he has
have-
a daughter.
yeah,
and a wife
yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Um,
Tell me about Destiny.
what do you want to know, man?
I don't know. You've been hyping us up about the brand new DLC, and yesterday when we had our recording for
Yeah.
CTM after hours, you were like, "Bro, this guy." I walked into the studio. He was already in the studio, right? And he had his phone down the whole time, and I was like, "Oh wow, what motivational or like self-help video this guy is watching?" No,
The final shape is
he
build
was-
build
he
videos.
He was watching build videos like the
That's
whole
a build
time.
crafting, bro.
Like I was setting up the lights, I was setting up the camera. And this guy,
I was of no help.
like he was useless. All he did. And that's all. And then after recording, right, we went to the cafe, right, to meet our friend Kush.
I want some more.
Me and Kush was just doing our work, and this guy. That's all he did. He just.
Bro, it's a very.
I
it's
wouldn't
a-
be
it's a
surprised.
very-
I wouldn't be surprised if Sophie couldn't recognize you because eventually I wouldn't recognize you already.
Bro, it's a very important time for build videos right now because there's a new subclass and everybody's kind of like figuring out what goes well with it, and it's the first time ever in. So the three initial subclasses are Void, Arc, and Solar.
Sure.
Okay, and these are lore-wise they're considered like light subclasses,
Okay.
which means they come from light, the good guy powers.
Okay.
And over the past 3-4 years, they've introduced two more subclasses, which is Stasis and Strand, which are powers that derive from darkness. So like evil powers. And for the first time in 10 years, the final shape allows you to become prismatic. What prismatic means is you're finally able to combine light powers and dark powers to create a prismatic class.
Okay.
So you could have a grenade from light power, you could have a charged melee from dark power, and then you can have a super, which is the ulti, from dark power, and all this like the build crafting is crazy now. Okay, so the game I've been playing in Destiny 2 is Destiny 2. And the reason why I'm so hyped up about it right now is because of the final shape. Mind you, I'm not a long time Destiny player.
Yeah. Very
Like,
recently only.
I've only started playing it for a month.
3 weeks.
Yeah,
200
about
plus
three
hours.
3 weeks, about a month.
Average 9 hours a day.
And I know and understand people's frustration about the whole Bungie microtransaction thing.
Mm.
I wish it was done a different way. But I have no choice but to play Destiny 2.
You're a slave to a machine, man.
It's yeah. There is no other option. I must.
Tell me, how do you actually get into Destiny in the first place?
How did I get into, into Destiny?
I remember we had a conversation a while ago, specifically about a month ago, where we're like, bro, there's no games, man. Helldivers is a bit boring now.
Yeah.
There's no new updates.
yeah.
And
Then I started playing Remnant.
yeah, right. Then Remnant. How did you like wake up one day and it's like, you know what, Destiny 2 is a good idea?
Well, I've always been curious about Destiny. I see it all the time. It pops up on my TikTok sometimes. It pops up on YouTube especially. I see it. A lot of the creators that I follow, they also play Destiny. And I didn't have any games to play, but I really wanted the game. And I was bored of Helldivers. And then I played Remnant 2.
Okay.
And I finished Remnant 2. And after playing Remnant, I was really curious. I was curious as to whether Destiny was anything like Remnant, because I really enjoyed Remnant. And then I was like, okay, let's just try it. It's free to play, right? So I just tried it. I downloaded it. I played it. 3 days in, I bought an expansion.
Is
And
the base game
it's like-
free?
The base game is free.
Of course it is.
The base game is free, but
But,
the base game is fun. Except, and I'm gonna tell you why people get frustrated with Bungie's microtransactions. There's a mode called Nightfall,
Okay.
which is kind of like a mini dungeon, and it's on rotation.
Okay.
So every week it's a different mini dungeon.
Okay.
Some maps, some locations in that rotation requires a DLC. So in those
Right.
rotations, free to play players can't play that mode. But
Because
because they don't have the DLC.
oh, that's
but-
stupid.
That mode is the primary mode to get better and better gear.
Oh wow! So it's like a hook and line, hook
Exactly.
and sinker kind of
Yes.
method where it's
So
like,
so in Destiny, okay, so in games like this, there's always like a soft cap and then like a
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
like a what do you call this? Soft cap and then what's the other one? Huh?
hard cap.
Soft cap, hard cap,
Okay.
and then there's also a pinnacle cap.
Okay.
So if you're a free to play player, you can get to hard cap. But you can still get to pinnacle cap, but the grind is just significantly more. So in order for you to get pinnacle level gear, which is the highest power level you can possibly get, it's easier if you have a DLC, because then you have access to all the maps. And it's not just one DLC. Remember, this is a 10-year thing.
Yeah.
So there are many DLCs.
How many DLCs are there right now?
In
agak-agak.
total,
Yeah, in
in total about 10.
How much is one on
10 DLCs.
average? Like without discounts?
The older ones are cheaper.
Okay, of course.
So the older ones are about, without a discount, probably about 40, probably like 60, 70.
God damn it.
But because the new DLC is out now, the old DLCs are right now 9 ringgit.
Okay. Yeah, I get what
Yeah,
you mean.
yeah.
I definitely get what you mean.
So-
It reminds me of when I was still playing a lot of Battlefield. Because Battlefield, whenever EA comes out with a game like that, they will always come up with the base game.
Yeah.
And then you can either subscribe to the season pass or you buy the DLC a la carte.
Yes.
Right? And whenever they come out with a DLC, because it's all official servers that goes on rotation to like 5 different maps, whenever you want to jump into the game, sometimes all the maps are DLC maps. Like if you have only 10 official servers and all 10 are currently in like a 2-hour long DLC map,
Yeah, you can't play.
you can't play because
Yeah,
you don't have
same
the
problem
DLC.
lah.
Yeah.
Same problem.
Yeah.
But the thing about like the Destiny 2 community, right, is there are 2 camps right now on microtransactions.
Okay.
Because so when you buy an expansion, you get access to a raid. A raid is like proper endgame. It's a big ass dungeon,
Okay.
and you have to have a fire team, which is a party
Yeah,
of
yeah.
6 people, and there are different mechanics and all that. And one raid could possibly take you a week to finish, if you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, probably like a day or 6 hours or a day.
Mad, man.
Yeah, but there are checkpoints lah. So when you need to take a break and then you need to stop, you can go back into the
okay.
checkpoint. And those are included with expansions. What's not included in expansions, even when you've paid $200 for it, are dungeons.
Right.
So you have to buy an additional dungeon key.
How much is that?
2,000 silver is 87 ringgit.
Can you grind for the silvers?
No. Silvers are purely real world currency
God damn.
in Destiny 2. But the thing is, what people are debating about is whether it was a good idea to have it separate from expansion or a bad idea. One camp is saying it's a good idea because there are a lot of Destiny players who don't play dungeons and raids. Like for me, I don't play many dungeons and raids. Also because like I don't want to get into the whole like toxic LFG
Yeah,
group
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like if I were to play raids, I play with like friends I know in real life. And then there are players who really do every dungeon possible. So you have a choice then, right? Like if you can pay for an expansion and not get the dungeon so that you don't have to pay for what you're not playing. But there's also a camp that says that if I'm gonna pay $200, I might as well get everything so that I may have the opportunity to try it even though I don't like it. So those are like the two things that people are talking about with microtransactions at Bungie. But that's neither here nor there. I'm playing Destiny 2 right now because it is the most fun I've had with gaming in a while. And honestly, gunplay is amazing. Abilities are amazing. And I just love the story. The story is really good, especially Final Shape. Story is amazing.
All I can say is recently I've been playing a game called Slice and Dice, and it's a very
a
simple
mobile game?
game.
Yeah,
it's
no.
actually a computer game first, but it's also available.
Oh, it's a
on
mobile port.
Mobile port,
Wait, so
yeah.
is it a mobile port of a PC game or is it a PC port of a mobile game?
It's a mobile port of a PC game,
Okay.
right? And yeah, it's a pixelated game.
Of
where
course,
you can
of
choose
course
your
it is.
party, right? And then you have like your thief class, and then you have like your fighter class.
Okay.
Then you have your tanks, and then you have your healer, and then you have your mage as well, right?
Right.
And then you just pick a class, and then you can just play. It sounds super cute as well.
So what do you do?
So on your left side, on the bottom left of it, is all your quote unquote your heroes, right? And then on the right is your enemies,
This
right?
one?
So yeah, so
Okay.
you can simply just press one, and then it's a dice game, right? So these are the dice that the enemy throw, and then these are the dice that you throw. Let's just say this is to stun, so I like this. This one gives you 2 mana. So I like this. I don't need to heal first. This one gives you 2 hits, so I like this, right? And this 2 I don't need. So I can just re-roll the game again. Re-roll the dice again. It's like, okay, I need another mana. This is X, right? X means you don't.
Nothing, yeah.
Yeah, so you have one more
So I do reroll?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, this one prevents your character from dying. So I want to attack them. So this guy got 2 life. This guy got like 7 life,
Oh,
for
shit.
example. So I use my mana, okay, and then I use burst. Then I attack, right? And then this thing, I can attack it again, and then I can stun him, so he can't attack me. And then this one prevents someone from dying, but no one would die this time around.
Yeah.
So you end your turn lah, and then they attack you.
Oh,
Right?
so it's
It's a very simple game.
it's mini Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, right. It's a very mini D&D game that is super casual. Let's just say you're
interesting.
done now, right? Let's just say you're done now, right? You can just close close the app, and then you do your thing, and then all
go
you have
back
to do
in?
is you come back and you're still there, right? So this one is done. So it's like you want
This is mana, right?
Yeah, you want 1 mana, and then the 2 hit sword, right? And then 1 stun, so people can't attack you, and then re-roll the other 2. Right. And I like the sound of the dice, yeah. Prevents death, and then re-roll that one again. And you get nothing, right? So let's just say, okay, you see the hoarder here?
Yeah.
3 yellow means that he's gonna get attacked 3 times, alright? So he will die.
Yeah.
So you cast this, you cast this on him.
Cast
So-
this on
yeah,
Hoarder?
Yeah. Yeah, so you prevent him from dying.
Right.
The wolf have 2 more life, so you just need to hit it with like the sword.
This is 2 hits.
Yeah, right? And then it dies. Right? And then you can stun one of the archers.
This one, right?
Yeah, you can stun one of the top one. The top one. And then you can use 2 mana to kill the archer. And then you can left one, it's a burst. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. And then you enter. lah. Yeah, so it's a very casual
It's
game.
a nice mindless,
Yeah, right.
mindless thing.
It's not really mindless because every
No,
run
you have
that
to
you
think.
do is 20 turns. And I can never get past turn 10.
Oh, so it gets harder and
it
harder
gets
and harder.
Significantly
What turn was
harder.
that?
1. That was
And you
turn
already got a
1.
wolf with 7 lives.
Yeah. and then it gets harder and harder with like big bosses and like crazy
Interesting.
bosses. Yeah. So it's a very
You might just catch me playing it, man.
yeah, it's a very, very casual game because I want to show this off to Sam tomorrow because I know he would enjoy a game like this. It's like
Yeah, because Sam's an armchair general.
it, you're not wrong. But I might just take that on. But it is like a 8-bit Baldur's Gate, right?
Yeah.
It's basically a 8-bit D&D game in general. You
Yeah.
can just choose your hero of 5 and then you go on like an adventure of like 20 different turns. And I've been playing that a lot. Besides
that's
that,
fun, man.
right now I have nothing to play. I'm thinking to either go back to Team Fortress 2,
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate, Hades all over again, like the original one, the first one. And yeah, there's no games that actually piqued my interest.
Can I
right
give you a
now.
suggestion?
Destiny 2?
No, let me finish, bro.
Oh, yeah, sure.
DLCs are really cheap right now. I would literally pay 18 ringgit for you to get a DLC.
Let me think about it. Let me think about it because I
Okay.
don't want
I'll
like,
buy you the DLC, then you think about it.
no, don't buy. Don't waste your money on me right now. Let me think about it because I have no time to grind. I really don't have the time to grind.
You know, when we're in a fire team,
Yeah.
whatever like rewards drop for me,
Okay.
you get so.
Let me think about it.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me think
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah,
At this
okay.
point of time, I don't feel
Later you
like
get
doing
Steam
shit.
notification.
Yeah. Or the next one is Elden Ring.
Oh, the DLC.
The
When is it coming
DLC.
out? June?
It's out already.
What?
It's out already. So it's
How come I didn't know?
It's 100 plus ringgit. It's 100 plus ringgit.
What?
Hold on. Let me open up Steam, right?
Oh no, but I don't have time to play Elden Ring.
Elden.
Final Shape is out.
Yeah, exactly
I
right.
need to finish the
Yeah,
campaign.
Elden Ring, Shadows of the Earth Tree is 179 ringgit. It's basically the base game itself lah. I might go back to it because there are a brand new world for you to explore
Yes.
with 9 story bosses to fight, excluding mini bosses.
Bro, it's not a might, man.
There's 8 new weapons.
We need to. We need
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
this is like we were so into it.
yeah. So
It was me, you, Shern, Jeff.
my plan is to use this weekend to recalibrate myself to the characters that I had and remember.
As
the
in you're gonna
controls
play
again.
Elden Ring
yeah,
base?
Yeah, like the
Yeah, Shern got a head start, man. He was smart.
New Game Plus, and then I'm gonna buy the DLC. That's what I want to
Wait,
do right now.
so it's a DLC. So you bring your end game,
Yeah,
your
yes,
end game character into
Yes.
it.
So the base game right now is 199. The DLC is 179.
But you don't have to buy the base game, do you?
No.
You already have it.
We
You
already have the
it,
base. Yeah. So it's basically just
So
buying.
179 lah.
Yeah, it's 179.
Well, it is
so,
a whole new game. It's just called DLC, but it's a sequel.
Yeah, right. It's a sequel. Yeah. So that's my plan right now, and that's
Okay.
what I'm lying
Oh
towards.
shit, bro! How am I supposed to? How
So-
am I supposed to put time aside? There's
That's-
like two DLCs.
Yeah.
I guess it comes down to which one's more important to me right now. Is Destiny.
So that's all the time we have for you guys this week. We apologize for the stuffy nose and the very weird voice because we are suffering in here. I am trying my best to hold it all together because it's actually quite hard to like just have blocked nose or stuffed nose and speaking at the same time. But that's all the news. Comment down below if there's any games you're looking forward to from the Summer Game Fest. Just based on the Sony showcase last week, is there something that you personally are looking forward to? Because there are a couple of games that we want to try out. And for Elden Ring, is it something that you will buy? There will be a poll down here. Let us know. But
Also, it's really, really lonely in Destiny 2. So if you guys are playing it, please drop your Bungie ID. I will add everyone as friend. I will add
drop
everyone.
I will drop his Steam ID
Yeah,
somewhere.
I will literally drop everyone a friend invite.
Okay. I'm your video game best friend, Calvin Tay, and I have a stuffy nose.
And I'm your other video game best friend, Afiq K. I don't have a stuffy nose, but it's itchy.
Yeah. And this episode is not sponsored by Copy Cool.
Yep.
Thank you very much.